Hello everyone, Crystal Vision here with Nintendo Gen 64 with a monumentally sized ISGP announcement.
Yeah, it is time, guys. It is finally time for us to unveil to you our vision of the future of ISGP. As we head into Crystal Vision, can you get this? Our 5th year of doing this. 2023, the year that is about to come only in a couple of days. We'll be in 2023. And I think now, as we come to the end of our 4th year, at the end of our first era of ISGP, it is time to unveil what the future looks like. And of course, you guys actually helped us out with this a lot, didn't they? Because we did a survey.
Pretty much. The survey really was the impetus to realize the stuff that we did well and stuff that we could improve on as a community and as a competitive community, because, you know, we get people from all over the world, all shapes and sizes, you know, and all skill levels.
That's right.
And that's very important because we have always prided ourselves, and, you know, you can say this is like a subtweet, you can say this is dissing other communities, we have always prided ourselves on wanting to reward and, you know, cultivate people that want to play casually, right? And are not elite players.
And I think in the past, what we haven't done particularly well is blending together the casual and the more professional speedrunning sides of the community. And that is what our focus is going to be. That is our mission statement. And that was the findings of the survey.
Pretty much.
People wanted to play against people of their own skill level. And our solution to this has been basically to look at what we've done in the past, which was a mixture of tournaments and sort of events like pay-per-view styles and titles, more storyline driven stuff, more sports entertainment stuff. And that was our approach, and it worked for a great many years. But it's time to move into a more competitive, more sports style presentation. And so what we decided to do was scrap all the championships, get rid of the events, and focus on tournaments, because I think that's what really does well.
I think it's what people love. The tournament. People love, especially the round 1 of a tournament. It's like unwrapping a present and then having another 3 or 4 presents under the tree, right? You've got, you know, 4 to 8 races, or however many races you do, depending on the group size, you know. And I think that we've done a good job being better at this in the last couple of years as well. But we have tried to make those round 2s even more fun as well, and I think we've had success with that. But people love the tournament structure. People love the ability to, you know, not be one and done. Not be just out. And with an event, right? That, you know, the fun arrives and the fun leaves as soon as it's there.
Exactly.
You know, unless you go up making it to the end of Ascension. But.
And we love the events. But it is time to unveil what we are calling the ISGP Banzuke.
That's right.
Or the ISGP rankings. And so the rankings, it will be the future, will be the way we approach everything from now on. And essentially the way the rankings will work, and we'll put a little graphic with no names yet. On the screen, we will have tiers, starting at the top with the Grand Master rank, then the Master rank, then the Chieftain rank. These 3 ranks are what we call the title holder ranks. And you'll be awarded these ranks for outstanding performance, doing really, really well. The next level is the A tier, then the B tier, and the C tier. And the way this is going to work going forward, in tournaments, groups will be comprised of a mixture of these ranks.
That's right.
So we're going to try and strive for a 2-to-1 ratio of title holder and A rank, and B and C ranks. So in a group of 6, you'll have 1 title holder and 1 A, and then 4 Bs and Cs. And what this will do is it will provide competition for the Bs and Cs to improve, to face off against each other, and also give an advantage to the people who are better, who are higher ranked.
And I think that's the thing, is that you could make the argument, as they're frantically running to prevent a 4 there in the South Africa versus Australia test, you'll notice that we kind of loosely did this in ISGP, right?
Right.
We would sort of have our own internal rankings, but as we've sort of found, as we've discovered over time, it's not entirely accurate. A lot of it went on feeling, right? And ultimately, it probably still was a little bit too top heavy. Whereas now, we've put it down to a science. We've put it down to your win and loss record and some of our own external knowledge. And on this team, I guess, of people that are ranking it, as of course the objective facts, right? Myself and Angus and the mods, which are a Desert Monkey and Amelia. So they are going to be the people that will be sort of crafting it all. But ultimately, it does come down to wins and losses and draws.
That's right. So we have actually looked at the past 4 years of ISGP to create the first ever ISGP Banzuke.
Yep.
So what this ranking is comprised of is the wins and losses of every tournament that has happened from ISGP 1 to ISGP 3, discounting World Tag Leagues, of course. This is only taking into consideration singles accomplishments, as well as some title victories here and there.
Of course.
And so let's have a look at this. We'll put the whole thing on the screen now.
Okay.
And as you can see, the winners of the previous actual mainline ISGP tournaments, Yes Wally 1, Toto, and Charity Royale, they are your Grand Masters. So they sit at the very top, and the Grand Master rank you can never fall from.
So much like if you've ever followed sumo wrestling, so once you are a Yokozuna, barring a ridiculously messed up scandal or something like that, you will remain at the top.
Exactly.
You will always be a Yokozuna. Even if you were to, and this is the same thing with ISGPs here. So even if, let's just say it here, so let's say Yes Wally enters the next tournament and he loses 5 races in a row. He stays, okay? He stays. But remember, that if you get a win over a grandmaster or a Yokozuna, right? That in sumo and in this, it is a distinction, isn't it? It is absolutely a distinction.
So it's another award. If you're an A or a B or a C tier individual, you will get a gold star if you can beat a Grandmaster.
A literal gold star. This is School of Rock.
Not if you're a chieftain or a master.
Because it should be expected that you should be working to build up to that level.
Exactly. So if you're an A, B, or C, you'll get a gold star if you can beat.
That's right. So there's going to be more nuance that we will announce as we go on. We'll be having a proper wiki page. We'll be detailing this in painstaking amount of details, just about everything. There'll be a whole new rule system about how it all works and what it all is. But we really just think that this is the best way to encourage people as well to want to A, keep their spot, or B, rise up the ranks.
And that's a great point you make.
It's huge.
I'm going to just quickly elaborate on what you said. To keep your spot, you need to be active. If you don't participate in a tournament and you're on the Banzuke, you will actually
could go down.
You probably will go down.
Probably will.
So to keep your spot, you need to get more wins than losses in a tournament.
That's right too. Yes.
So if you get more wins than losses in a tournament, you will be considered for promotion. And promotion can happen, as you can see. Within the tiers, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 for the A's, and then we've got a bunch of B's and then the C's. So if you win, you'll go up within your group. If you're at the top, if you're on the cusp, more wins than losses, you could be promoted an entire rank.
That's right.
And you can see the C's are unranked. So the C tier is just classified as C.
There's no levels within.
There's no levels within the C's. But by virtue of winning the Ascension tournament, Garth, whose win-loss record would mandate him being a C, is actually promoted to being the 12th person in the B rank.
That's right.
So that is what you get, Garth.
Congratulations, Garth. It's huge.
You're B12.
That's right.
And as you can see, everyone else, your number will be classified on the screen.
Vitamin B12.
Just quickly, we'll talk about our title holder ranks. Because I think that's important. So we have the 3 Grandmasters, Yes Wally 1, Toto, Charity. Now the guys gunning for Grandmaster. They're on the cusp. Some really good performances. Maybe they'll get promoted to Grandmaster. The 2 Masters, Muddy Maestro, Dan Davidson.
Now, just to quickly point out how this what would happen. If Muddy won, right, he would have been a Grandmaster, because you talk about like how we reward title holders. Well, being a dual, unified classic and ISGP, absolutely, that's the top of the top. That's the best you could do. So even though he would have been the only person to have not won an ISGP mainline to be at that, but as he did not win, he stays as a Grandmaster.
Same with Dan Davidson. Our two chieftains, the next level down, Antonio Curtis and Tony SA.
Yep.
So chieftain is the next title holder rank. It's considered the junior title holder.
Yep.
So the junior title holder, the senior title holders are the masters and the grandmasters. And then we've got the A's, Danta Fanta, Yogamonyo, Garion, and Lumi Laura. And then we have a bunch of B's and a bunch of C's.
That's right.
So this Banzuke, this ranking will come into effect January 1st, 2023.
Yes.
And based on the outcome, this will decide the groups really for the first tournament we're going to do in the new year.
And that first tournament, what are you thinking of doing here?
Hey, I don't know. Maybe you'll have to come back here on New Year's Day to find out.
I think you might be I think January 1 is going to be a busy day because I think that we're going to publish properly everything on the wiki, but then we will also announce what the next tournament will be.
Yes.
And I'm just going to say this: it is not Spyro Speedruns Cup 2023.
But next year we will have 4 tournaments. So that's the other announcement.
Looking like that, yeah.
Instead of events, peppering through the year, we're going to have 4 quarterly tournaments.
Yeah,
about once every 3 months we'll have a tournament.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for that. Come back here January 1st. I can't wait to start with the ISGP Banzuke. I can't wait to start with our next tournament.
Yes.
See you on New Year's Day. Farewell for now, but not forever.